everybody. Happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. Happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is part 2 of our creative writing class. Tonight, we like to call this Picture This. It's when I give you a photograph, an image of some sort of painting, sometimes a still photograph, Google image, whatever, and you have to write a chorus based on the photograph that I give you. Some people still ask me to this day why we do this. Well, it's like food for thought, you know. Sometimes giving you a direct image will cause you to focus and think of ideas and themes for a song based on a photograph. There's a lot of imagery and a lot of, feeling in a photograph, especially if it's like an artistic photograph. Sometimes like really cool artistic photographs, not just like two people standing there posing for a photo. I'm talking about still life things that just cause you to think and feel something immediately by looking at the pictures. This has always worked for me. I'm not always creative. I don't always feel like I'm going to write a great song that day. And sometimes I need I need something to inspire me. I need something to set off my creativity. And sometimes a picture will do that. Sometimes a movie will do that, a TV show. Another song, another artist, going to see a band live will just inspire me to want to write something for myself. If you know how to use everything around you as inspiration, then it'll be hard for you to have a dry spell, because listen, if you're a writer professionally and you're writing with people and people are paying you to write with them, and you're a lyricist or you write melodies or you're a producer, whatever it is, they're looking to you for your creativity. And as much as sometimes we feel like we have a wealth of creativity, sometimes we don't feel like we have any creativity. Sometimes I feel like I don't have anything to say. So you have to know how to conjure up ideas, on the fly, because, sometimes you'll have a session writing with somebody. I'll get a phone call, like when I used to have my studio in Culver City. Lori Grant would call me up and say, hey, we have a session tonight from 6 to 12. Susan's coming over and we have a writing session with her. So, give her some of your, give her some great ideas for song ideas. Maybe I'm not feeling that great that day and I don't really have anything. I don't feel inspired. How do I jumpstart my inspiration and my creativity? This is one. Sometimes even reading song titles, like other song titles, or sometimes I try to write song titles, and that'll help me too. So sometimes it's not just a photograph. It could be like a series of words put together that make me automatically think, oh, that could be a song. That's a really cool song, like the idea for that. So that's one of the reasons I do this. And it's just great for your chops, And this is another one of those exercises, and I tell you guys this every time, and I won't stop telling you this. I'll tell you this forever. This is one of these exercises, just like the last night's, which is the ghostwriting. This is one of those exercises where you need to go in a room by yourself and shut the door and turn off your phone and turn off all your social media, because I want you to really focus. I want you to go up here. Use this brain, your imagination. I want you to turn that on and see every little movie and little scenario movies that you play up here in your mind whenever you go into a daydream. And I want you to study that photograph that I give you. Stare at it, focus on it. I don't want you texting somebody or on Facebook or whatever. I want you to focus on what that photograph is. Get lost in that photograph. Daydream, and then when you come out of that daydream haze, write down what you saw. Write down your feelings. Write down everything that's in the picture physically, a little girl holding her mom's hand, and the sun shining. There's a tree in the background. Write all that down. That might inspire you to write something about the song, or, don't worry about rhyming yet and all that kind of stuff. Don't even worry about that, Write down all the visual things that you see in the picture. And then write down what it makes you think about or makes you feel. And like I say, this is another thing I say every time. There's no wrong way to do this. The only wrong thing to do would be not to rhyme, because it's a song. Songs rhyme. Songs tell a story, and they make sense. What I mean by that is it can't be an inside joke between you and a friend. Everyone that reads this, even if it's in Japanese, when they translate this song to Japanese, the Japanese people should know exactly what you're talking about in the song. So it should just be everyone should get what you're trying to say in the song. It shouldn't be a big mystery, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the photograph. So here's the photograph. Okay, so you see the photograph. It's two people holding hands in the rain, but the one's kind of like leaving the other one. Well, that's what I got out of it. See, everyone's gonna have a personal take on it, right? It's gonna mean something different to you than it means to me. It's gonna mean something different to this person compared to you or me. If you gave that picture to 100 people, every single person out of that 100 is going to have a different feeling about what that picture does to them and what they feel from it. Now, you might have a couple of people that share similar feelings, but, feelings are like ice cream flavored, very personal. So what one guy loves, another guy doesn't. Or what this makes you think about, it doesn't make this other person think about that in the least. So I want you to write it from a personal standpoint. I want you to write it from what it means to you. And like I say all the time, this is another thing I say. If this makes you think about your cat that you had when you were 6, then you should write it about your cat when you were 6. There's no wrong story for this. It's what it makes you think about and feel when you look at that picture. Whatever internal feeling it invokes, then that's the right response. And you should write about that. But you should also write down the physical aspects of what's in the picture. And then what it makes you feel. Write down your emotional feeling as you're looking at it as well. And then start to worry about rhyming or telling a story. What's it say? It's a still life picture. We don't know what's happened before it or after it. We only saw a snapshot. Click. There was a whole day that went on, but we don't see the day. We only see that click. Still life click of the camera. Once that eye of the camera has been clicked, that's what you're looking at. Okay? So, I looked at it. Now I'm going to tell you what I saw based on what I was looking at, okay? For some reason, the rain and the storminess of the weather reminded me of the word hurricane. The first thing I thought of was the word hurricane. I like that word. Now, there's been other songs called hurricane. Well, like Rock You Like a Hurricane. There's a couple other songs, too, that have the word hurricane in it. I wasn't thinking about any other songs. I was just thinking about what the picture made me think about. So I'm going to read you the words now that I wrote based on that. So in my mind, I saw this person kind of chasing after this other person. And the word hurricane is a metaphor, even though there's rain coming down and the weather's, you can tell it's extreme weather, right? Like a hurricane is extreme weather. So here's what I wrote. Every time I get a little bit closer, I try to break through, but you say it's over. Your words hit me like a runaway train. The pain so strong it's coming on like a hurricane. And I repeat it. Every time I get a little bit closer, try to break through, but you say it's over. Your words hit me like a runaway train. The pain so strong it's coming on like a hurricane. And then I repeat that. The pain so strong coming on like a hurricane. The pain so strong it's coming on like a hurricane. Now, even though I'm writing a story, I am rhythmically working out the cadence because I think like a songwriter. I'm always thinking like a songwriter. So I am not just taking words, but I'm putting them into motion. What I mean by that is rhythm, timing. I hear that already. The picture has excited my mind working. So the photograph has stimulated my thinking process. The sentiment of the photograph has done that. So the picture influenced the words, of course, and so did the imagery. It made my words have more focus, if that's what you want to say. Well, guys, anyway, that is all the time we have for tonight. I can't wait to see what you write, your lyrics based on that photograph. Until tomorrow, when I write a melody to these words, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and is always your friend, Joe CB. Have a wonderful night, you guys. I really miss you all. Love you so much. Keep writing, keep working. Just keep doing what you do because you're doing a great job, everybody. I love all your words that you give me every week. So you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Keep up the great work. All right, guys, I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.